Push those hips forward. 3 and 4. Good, touch your feet. Next, we're gonna turn that into a front kick. So now we're gonna bring our knee up and we're gonna kick out. Make sure we follow it up with an awesome rechamber. That way, if you were to throw out multiple kicks, you have your legs set up for it. Okay, we're just gonna do one step front kick. If you are looking for a challenge, you guys can do a jump front kick. Okay, so everybody get in that box and shuffle. Ready? We're gonna do 8 this time. Ready? 1, asa, 2, asa, 3, asa. Making sure we're striking with the ball of the foot. Okay, that's this part right under your toes. So push that part of your foot out when you're kicking. I think we just did 4. We're gonna go with that, so we're on 5. Ready? 5, asa, 6, asa, 7, asa, 8, asa. Switch your feet on this side. Using our left leg. Ready? 1, asa, 2, asa, 3, asa, 4, asa, 5, asa, 6, asa, 7, asa. Last one, make it your best. Ready? 8, asa. Good. Bring your hands up over your head. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Good. Just a little warm up there. We're going to get into our self-defense now. This week's self-defense is called scraping the hoof. Okay, again, that's scraping the hoof. The attack is a full Nelson. So somebody's coming up behind you, putting you in a full Nelson. Okay, your arms are up like this. Now, first and foremost, before we get into the self-defense, it's really important that in general, we're aware of our surroundings. You know, if you're walking home from the grocery store, or walking to your car from the grocery store, anywhere you're out in public, you want to try not to be on your phone, eyes down, texting. You want to be aware of your surroundings. Hopefully, if you are aware of your surroundings, you never have to get into a position like this because we can react soon enough. However, if you are in a full Nelson, a couple things we're going to do. So first thing, our arms are up. Okay, they're standing directly behind us. So what we're going to do, we're going to take our hands and we're going to do 2 punches right to their temple. Okay, so that's going to be number 1. When I say 1, we're going to punch up. Okay, so ready? Say scraping the hoof, full Nelson. Ready? 1, punch. For step 2, I'm going to turn this way so you can see. For step 2, we're going to punch our hands down as we headbutt straight back. Okay, I'm going to turn this way again. So we punched 1. For 2, you're going to punch your hands down and headbutt back. So you have to arch your back to do that. Again, the technique is called scraping the hoof. The attack is a full Nelson. So our arms are up. We're going to punch to the temples. 1, punch and headbutt back. 2. Now this next part can be a little tricky. I'm going to turn my camera down so you can see my legs. So again, person standing behind us, their legs are in the same position my legs are. With your right leg, you're going to do 2 side kicks. One is going to go to the inside of the leg. The other is going to go to the other leg. So it's 1, 2. Then it gets its name scraping the hoof because after that second side kick, we're going to scrape down their shin. Okay, so if I'm the attacker, the first side kick is going to my left leg. The second side kick is going to my right leg. And they're scraping down that right leg and stomping on the foot. Okay, so again, from the beginning, it's called scraping the hoof. The attack is a full Nelson. So we're going to punch to the temples. 1, punch down and headbutt. 2, you're going to kick. So side kick, scrape down and stomp. From there, because our attacker's behind us, you're actually going to step this way, stop, stay back, reset. Again, scraping the hoof. The attack is a full Nelson. So punch 1, punch down and headbutt 2, kick, kick, scrape. Then stop, stay back. Again, scraping the hoof, full Nelson. 1, punch and headbutt. 2, kick, kick, scrape. Step forward, stop, stay back. Good. Any questions? Does anyone need to see that again? I got a couple waves to see it again. Is that waves to see it again, or is that waves high? I'm gonna do it again for you guys, okay? So, scraping hoof, the attack is a full Nelson. And then I think I have a question. I'll unmute you so you can ask it. So again, I'm gonna turn to the side this time, see if that helps some of you. So, I'm gonna shrink down so you can see me. So, scraping the hoof, full Nelson, we punch. We're gonna punch down and headbutt. Our right leg is going to side kick, scrape down their leg, stepping forward, stop, stay back. I'm gonna do it one more time with my back to the mirror, or back to the camera, I should say. So my arms are up in that full Nelson. I'm going to punch to the temples. I'm gonna punch straight down as I headbutt back. My right leg does kick 1, kick 2, scrape, stepping forward, stop, stay back. Real quick, if you have any questions, raise your hand, because I saw some questions in there. Miss Lisa, if you have a question, I can't find you. I saw your hand though. Do you want to unmute yourself or you got it? Good? Okay. Christopher, Caitlin, is that a question? Come unmute yourself. Miss Jessie, it's under Jessica Poulos if you want to help them.
Okay, my question is, if you said side kick, is it a rear kick and a side kick? Or?
So it's two side kicks. One's going to the inside of the leg, the other's going, it's also the inside of the leg. You're hitting both inner knees of that leg.
So how do you do a side kick to someone who's behind you?
Mr. Bittner, do you want to kind of elaborate on that?
Yeah, so the first technique is, so it's kind of, it's just like it's not, I wouldn't call the first one necessarily a full outside kick. You're almost kind of like smacking with the bottom of your foot towards the inside of their knee. The second one though is a full out like side kick, right? So if everyone just stands in a natural stance, in Miss Casey, I'm gonna have you demonstrate while I talk this through.
Do you want me to turn my back to the camera? Would that
go over here?
Yeah, that would be fine. So if everybody's out in natural stance, what you're going to do is you're going to take your right leg and you're just going to twist kind of like in a cat stance. So you're going to lift your right heel up. Now you'll notice the right leg, you're just going to take and you're just going to slap it kind of like behind you where the other leg would be, like that. Then you're going to take your right leg and then side kick out and then scrape down and stomp their foot. So again, if we do that again, that's good, Miss Casey, you can keep going with us. So your right foot pulls into a cat stance. Your right foot just kind of slaps back, right? So you're taking out the person who's attacking you, their left leg. Now you're going to take out their right leg with a side kick and then scrape down their foot, stomping on their toes just like that. Hence, scraping hoof. So I messaged earlier on, just out to everybody, this is one of those techniques that you're going to be frustrated with when you first learn it. It's going to be confusing. It's not going to make as much sense necessarily. Practice it. Go through the details. Think about what you're doing. Ask your personal online coaches. Watch videos. Once you get the hang of it, you're going to love the technique. It's a pretty cool technique. But I remember when I first learned it, I was like so confused. I wanted to pull my hair out and then look at me. But so Miss Casey, go ahead.
Okay, so we're gonna move on now. We are going to do our kata. We're starting with short one. So even if this is not the kata you're currently working on, still a good review. So everybody can follow along with me. I'm actually gonna start with my back to the camera. I feel like that might help you guys with the angles of this kata. Let me just turn it up a tad. Okay, so feet are together, taking our right hand, bringing up Kempo Kata. Short one, bow. Our left leg's gonna step out into our horse stance. For our first step, our left leg steps back into our guarding stance. Okay, I do like to keep my knees bent with this one, so I call it low guarding stance. What we're gonna do is take your right hand and do your inward block. Now, our right foot is going to step back, also in our low guarding stance. Okay, my attack is still coming from the front. My left hand does that inward block. Okay, so a little quicker, that first section. From our horse stance, this is gonna be our reset point. Okay, so left foot back, 1. Now our right foot's gonna step back, 2. From here, our first attack was from straight ahead. We're gonna call that 12 o'clock, okay? Our next attacker is coming from our left-hand side, which would now be 9 o'clock. So we have to turn ourselves to position in a guarding stance facing towards 9 o'clock. The way we're gonna do that, we were here, our left foot's forward right now, we did our inward block. Our right foot is going to trace our C-step, into our guarding stance, facing towards 9 o'clock. Okay, right now my belly is facing the direction I started in. From here, taking the hand that's in front, which is my left hand, I'm gonna do an outward block. From here, we're just going to step back. Now my belly's facing towards the back, and I'm going to do another outward block. Okay, reset back to the beginning. So first step, left leg back, in, right foot steps back, in, right foot's gonna step, we're facing towards 9 o'clock, belly is towards the front, our left hand out, left leg steps back, I'm gonna just slide forward so I don't move out of the camera, our right foot's forward right now, right hand outward block. Okay, I'm gonna shift this way so I don't move out of the camera. We're gonna do a baby step because we were facing towards 9 o'clock. Now our next attack is coming from 3 o'clock. Okay, so we started at 12, that way. Then we did 9, now we're turning towards 3 o'clock. So my right foot is just gonna take a tiny step towards the back as I turn towards 3 o'clock. From here, my left hand is going to do a rising block. Now, left foot is gonna step back. We drop as we do our rising block off the right hand. Let's reset back to the beginning. So from our training horse, left foot back, inward block, right foot back, inward block. Next attack is coming from 9 o'clock. Our right foot's going to step. Belly button's facing towards the front right now. Left hand, outward block. Stepping back with our left, outward block. Now, that right foot's gonna do a small transition so we can comfortably turn into a guarding stance towards 3 o'clock. From here, left hand does your rising block. Step back with your left, rising block with your right. Now, this last section, if I started facing this way, technically when I turn towards you guys, I'm facing towards the back. So this last section, your attacker is standing at 6 o'clock. So I just did my rising block, my right foot is forward, my left foot steps towards the front where I started, I'm looking towards the back, and my right hand does a downward block. Last set, last move, right foot steps back, our left hand's gonna finish with downward block, and then our left foot comes right back to where we started. Okay, I'm gonna go nice and slow from the top. So go from your training horse, left foot back, in, right foot back, in, right foot C-step, facing towards 9 o'clock, left hand, out. Left leg steps back, out with the right. Right foot steps, baby step, so we can turn towards 3 o'clock. rising block with the left, step back, rising block with the right. Our left foot is going to step towards the front. Remember, I'm facing the back, not facing where I started. Facing the back, hand downward block, left hand downward block, left leg comes around, and feet together and bow. I'm gonna give you guys about a minute, just a quick practice on your own. Okay, if you don't have any questions, just go right into practicing. If you have any questions, feel free to quick unmute yourself and go ahead and ask them. Go.
Riley, you need to get up and do this kata.
Can you do it again so we can copy you?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Sure. Let me just make myself big here. Okay. All right, if you've got it, feel free to keep working on your own if you want to follow along with me, no worries. So again, starting from our horse stance, left leg back, in, right leg back, in, right leg C steps, facing towards 9 o'clock, left hand out, left leg back, right hand out. Right leg's gonna baby step, facing towards 3 o'clock. Left hand, rising block. Step back with your left, right hand, rising block. Left leg, step towards 12 o'clock. We're now facing towards 6 o'clock. Right hand, downward block. Right foot steps back. Left hand, downward block. Left leg, come back to the front. Fist cover, and bow. So team, if you're struggling with this kata, got a couple options. One, talk to your personal coach, and they can spend some time going over with you. They can watch your video and give you some personal feedback. Number two is we have our online library and the weekly classes that have been posted. For this week that we posted, Sensei Michael really breaks down short one, and he does it facing towards the mirror. So if you guys take a look at that and need some extra practice, the video is very, very useful. And then of course, we're about a month into the belt cycle, so you guys still have 2 more months to get this down. So really try not to stress too hard over it. Just take it little by little. If the whole kata is stressing you out, just take it one section at a time. I do have a question here. Lauren, we're gonna unmute you.
I'm having trouble with the last part of the kata, so can you show me the last part?
Yes, last part as in the downward blocks?
Yeah, I like the downward blocks.
Okay, so we're gonna go, can we go from the rising blocks? So our first rising block, our left foot is forward. We do a left rising block. And remember, this is facing towards 3 o'clock. So if our 12 o'clock is up here, 3 o'clock is our right hand side. So I'm in a guarding stance, my belly's towards the back right now. My back is facing the front. Left foot forward, rising block. That foot's gonna step back, rising block. So now my belly's facing the front, my back is towards the back. I want to now turn towards the back. So my left foot is going to step towards where I started. My right hand does a downward block first. I'm going to step back, and my left hand does the downward block. From here, left leg back to the front, fist cover, and bow.
Okay. Now I understand.
Again, if you guys are still struggling, take some extra time to really watch over on the videos. Either watch the next, when we post this recording, rewatch this, or like I said, the ones that are already posted, they are very, very useful. So go ahead and check those out if you have some more questions. That being said, we're going to move on. Right now, everybody can actually have a seat. We're going to go over this week's lesson. Like I said earlier, our theme this week is focus. So our lessons, I think, is a really, really important one. I want everybody to repeat after me. Say, wherever you are, be there. So with everything going on right now, we want to make sure that we're present, focused, and in the moment, okay? It's really easy to get distracted with social media, with the news, with our emails, with everything going on, but it's really important that we're taking the time to be focused and be where we're supposed to be. So a lot of us have a lot of extra family time right now. So that means if it's family time, make it family time. Put your phone down. Don't be checking your emails. You want to spend that time with your family. Now on the flip side, some of us are working from home. Some of us are doing online classes. So if it's school time or if it's work time, you want to have a distraction-free zone. Okay, so I know this area up here, I set up as my little karate office, my little studio. Okay, so anytime I have to do my work, I do it in my focus zone. Okay, I don't want to have other distractions like TV going or being on my phone. Okay, you want to have a distractions-free work zone. And like I said, on the flip side, when it's family time, we cut those distractions out, our phones, social media, and then it's strictly family time. Give me a thumbs up if that makes sense. Good, one more time, everybody repeat after me. Say, wherever you are, be there. Awesome. So we're gonna get into our workout next. Again, after our workout, you guys can stay on. We're gonna go over Kamakata Ichi and short 3 one more time for any black belts that joined that didn't get to work on a review beforehand. So with that being said, our workout's gonna be Tabata style today, which means 20 seconds on and a 10-second break. So I'm gonna give you guys a couple more seconds here to get yourselves ready. Maybe grab a quick sip of water, but I'm only 10 seconds just till I get my timer up here. Okay, so let me just adjust this. Pull this back up. Okay, so our first round's gonna be super simple. It's going to be front kicks like we practiced earlier. Pick one leg, I'm gonna use my right leg, and you're just gonna pump out as many front kicks as you can for 20 seconds. If you want a challenge, again, you guys can do a jump front kick to give you that extra challenge. So here we go, 20 seconds, ready, and go. Oh, wait, 3, 2, 1, go. Asa, asa. Good, keep going, team. Focus on keeping those hands up. Snap that kick out. Chamber, kick, re-chamber. And time, rest. Using the same leg for round 2.
Casey, some of those kicks I was watching, super low. Tell everybody to, or Alta, everybody needs to get those kicks up higher and stronger.
All right, ready? Mr. Bittner cut into our second round. So, ready, set, go. Right leg, pump them out, get them up high. 10 more seconds. And rest. Switch your feet to the left side. Using our left leg this time, same thing, front kicks, starting in 5 seconds. Go! Snap it out. Asa! 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 Keep going, team. Get those kicks up. Hands up. Push those hips forward. 3 more seconds. Time. In between, focus on your breathing. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Go! Left leg. And time. You guys can drop down. This time we're gonna hold a plank. Ready and go. Hold your plank.
Brody challenging himself. I love it.
And rest. You guys can drop your legs, shake your arms out. We're gonna do 4 rounds of this. So get ready for your plank. Ready and hold it. Focus on keeping your back straight, no butts in the air. It's only 20 seconds, so try not to drop those knees. I see Brody challenging himself with some plank jacks. Nicely done. Mr. Bensinger and Austin are thumb wrestling. I love it. Relax. You guys can rest. And round 3, go. Five seconds, almost there. And rest. Good, one more round of the plank. Really try to end strong with this one. Ready, 3, 2, 1, go. Three seconds. And relax. Good job. Next, we're gonna get up. We're gonna do a jab cross this time from our boxer shuffle. So everybody hop up. Get in your right garden stance. Ready? Boxer shuffle and go. Sukhasana. Sukhasana. Keep those hands up in between. Sukhasana. 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 Make sure you rotate your body for that reverse punch or that cross. Sukhasana. Time. Again, focus on those breaths. In through your nose, out through your mouth. And go. Boxer shuffle. Sukhasana. 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 Sukhasana.
Make sure you jab off your front hand.
Sukhasana. Well, my timer stopped. You guys can rest. This time, switch your feet. Ooh, get a little extra break here because my watch is freaking out. Ready? And on the left, go. Sukhasana. 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 If you're not yelling like me, make sure you're power breathing. Keep going. Sukhasana. And rest. One more round on our left side. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Sukhasana. 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 And relax. Good. Take a breather. Okay, this round, make sure you can see me. This round, you're going to do a push-up, touch, touch. Again, you're gonna push up, and 1, 2, shoulder tags. Ready, and I gotta restart it again. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Ten more seconds. Try not to drop those legs. Keep your back straight. And rest. If you're doing it with a partner next to you, see who can get the most. Ready, and go. Let's see, who's got the best push-ups in the room here? Mr. Bensinger is killing it. I love it. And rest. And again, go. Go ahead, Luke, you got it, keep going. And rest. Good, shake out those arms. We've got one more round. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, team, make it strong. Christopher's pumping them out. Nice, keep going. 5 seconds, team, make them super strong. Beautiful, Lisa, nice push-ups, and relax. Good job, team. Okay, our last combination here. We worked on it last class, jab, cross, uppercut. So I'm gonna break it down a couple times here before we do it in our Tabata. So, too high. So, from our guarding stance, both hands are up. Our front hand is gonna jab, back hand, turn and cross. Now we're gonna take that front hand. I like to pull into like a chamber here. And because I'm already dropping my stance with the cross, I'm gonna now stand up as I uppercut. So again, jab, cross, uppercut. Okay, so here we go, boxer shuffle. 20 seconds starts now. Soup, soup, asa. 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 Time. Shake it out. We're gonna do it again on the same side. Ready? Hands up. Go. Soup, soup, asa. Bounce in between. Soup, soup, asa. 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 Oh, I skipped my rest. You guys can rest. I'll give you an extra couple seconds. And 3, 2, 1. This time on the left side. Ready, go. Soup, soup, asa. 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 Rest. Shake it out. Almost there, team. One more round. From our guarding stance. Ready, go! Soup, soup, asa. 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 And time. Nice job, team. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Again, in through your nose and out through your mouth. Good job. So if you are short one, we already went through your kata. I would like you guys to spend a couple more minutes, stay on the chat here, and I want you to practice short one. Okay, our moderators will leave you guys some comments. Everybody else, I want you guys to go grab your combos. We're gonna get started with Kamakarichi in like 10 seconds. Go.
Miss Casey,
Yes.
are black belts just allowed to go through their kata, or you want them to follow you?
Mr. Bittner,
Yes.
want black belts to work on Kamakata with us, or can they work on short 3?
Go through it at least once. If you feel super confident with it, then you can go on the short 3. If you're going through Kamakata, you feel like you aren't so good with it, then it would be a great time for you to review and get good with it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So with that being said, grab your kamas. We're going to get started. I'm going to start facing towards you guys so you can see what my kamas are doing. And then I will do the kata a couple times facing back to the camera. Okay, so listen carefully. I'm going to be explaining which hand is doing what. So kamas start in our left hand. Feet together. Kamakata Ichi. Bow. Grab, hiccup. Grabbing your kamas with both hands. Make your letter Y. Your left leg steps out as your hands come down. Chamber your left hand. Your right foot's gonna step forward as we do an overhead strike. Head. Notice if I turn to the side, both my blades are pointing in the same direction. Okay, from here, I'm gonna turn my blade up as I do a upward block, protecting my head from an overhead strike. I'm gonna use that block to go into my next transition, which is going to be a cut to the neck. Make sure when you're doing that, your cut is neck level. It's not down here. It should be the same level as your neck, okay? From here, drop your blade down as we do a low block, protecting from a strike towards our ribs. Reset back to the beginning. Kamas on our left. Kamakata Ichi. Bow. Y. Left foot out. Hands down. Chamber your left. Step with your right. Head. Block. Neck. Block. This time, our right hand, we're going to drop a little lower. This time, we're striking to the ribs. Same thing. We don't want our strike to be up too high or too low. We want it to be the same level as our ribs. And just like before, if you notice my kamas, the blades are still pointing in the same direction. From here, I'm going to chamber my right leg as I block down. We call this a deflect. Okay? From the top. Kamakata Ichi. 1, 2, chamber, head, block, left hand, neck, block, right hand, ribs, deflect. Now for this last step, you're gonna step forward with your left, and because it's such a low strike, we really need to drop low in our horse stance. You're gonna cut to the ankle. Turn my camera down here a little bit. You're gonna cut to the ankle. As you do that, you're going to stand up. This is gonna be our reset point. Everybody should know the kata up to this point. Okay, if you don't, make sure you spend some extra time practicing, because now we're gonna move on to the next section, which we're facing towards the back. The first step is to flip our kamas upside down. It does not matter how you do it. For my demo team members, if you want to get fancy with the opening the door, go for it. For anybody who's just learning kamas, doesn't matter how you do it, just get your kamas upside down. I'm going to move my camera back up a little bit here. So one more time from the top, then we're going to move on to that back section. So Kamakata Ichi. Y, hands down, chamber, head, block. Neck, block. Ribs, deflect, ankles. So again, you're gonna flip, and I like to take my left foot and just do a baby step, kind of like we did in short one. You're gonna do a baby step so we can turn into our guarding stance towards the back, okay? From here, I'm gonna do it towards you guys just so you can see what I'm doing. Your right hand, again, we're facing towards the back. Our right hand is going to do a rising block over your head. Okay, so I'm facing towards the back, right hand, rising block. Our left hand is going to do an elbow strike. As we do that, our left foot is also going to step forward. Elbow strike. So if I'm facing towards you, just so you can see, right hand, rising block, left hand, elbow strike. Okay, notice how my comma is right against my arm. Okay, you don't want it out like this. Hold it nice and tight against your arm. So we're going back. We just finished with that ankle strike. You're gonna flip your commas, baby step, turn towards the back, right hand, rising block, step forward with your left as you do a left elbow. Notice right now, my palm, if I were to open my hand, my palm is facing down towards the ground. I'm going to flip my palm so it's up like this, okay? My blade is out, away from my body. I'll turn it down so you can see. My blade is out. I'm going to now slash through. Okay, if I do it facing towards you guys, I did my right rising block, elbow. I'm gonna flip my hand so my palm is up and slash. Okay, going back, commas in our regular grip. We just did our ankle strike. Flip your commas, left leg baby step, turn towards the back, right hand, rising block, and make sure it's a strong block. If we're blocking here, that's not a very strong block. Get it up, away from your head. Again, that's our right hand doing that. Our left hand, we have our comma in tight. We're gonna step forward with our left as we do our elbow strike. Again, this is all facing towards the back. We're gonna flip our palm up and slash. You're gonna flip your commas back to the normal position, okay? Your right foot's gonna step forward into a front stance, and you're gonna do 2 strikes straight down, just like this, facing towards the back. I call it a double strike down. One more time, if I were to do it facing towards you so you can see what I'm doing, right hand, rising block, left hand, stepping forward with my left, elbow, flip my palm up, slash, flipping back to my regular grip, my right leg steps forward, double strike down. And again, that whole section is facing towards the back. I'm gonna go through the kata one more time. This time, I'm gonna start with my back to you guys. Okay, so just like you'd be learning in class. So, Kama Kata Ichi. I bow, make your Y, hands down, chamber your left, step with your right, head, block. Step forward with your left, neck, block. Step forward with your right, ribs, deflect, stepping forward with our left, dropping nice and low, ankles. Left leg transitions over. I'm gonna flip my commas upside down. Right hand, rising block. Again, make sure it's up nice and high. Left foot steps forward as I do an elbow strike. Flip my comma, palm facing up, slash. Flip back to our normal grip, right foot forward, double strike down. Okay, so same thing. If you guys are struggling with this kata, you have your 3 options. Option number 1, talk to your personal coach. They can give you some tips and pointers and watch your kata individually. Step number 2, watch the online videos. Either watch the recording of this or watch the video that Sensei Michael posted. He also breaks the kata down. With his, it's kind of nice because he has the mirror right in front of him, so you can really get a good view from all those different angles. And then, of course, you know, if you guys have any specific questions, we're here to help you guys. Okay, that being said, if you guys are still here, if you're working on short 1 or kama kata, either spend some more time working on that kata if you need the extra prep, or take the next couple minutes to practice your self-defense techniques. We just went over scraping the hoof today, and we also have last week's technique, which was folding wings. So I want you guys to spend some time practicing those. That way our moderators can make sure you guys are all on the same page as us. We're gonna finish up here with short 3 for any of my black belts here. And I believe all of my black belts in here were all in the, oh, not all of us. Most of us were in the review class at 6 o'clock. So make sure you guys are paying close attention, and I'm gonna go through the next 2 techniques. Okay, if you were in the review, we're going up to that point. So you guys are good, nothing new beyond that. Okay, so let me slide back here. Okay, so starting with our bow in. So our right foot steps forward. Let me see if I can turn this down so you can see my feet. Our right foot steps forward, fist cover. Left foot out, hands out. Left foot back, feet on the same line as we chamber. Left foot out. Make your arms nice and big. Make your triangle. Fist cover. Meditative pray. Feet together. Starting with our first technique, our right foot's gonna step forward as we do our U-punch. We're going to pop as we parry. Ridge hand, grab, turn into your horse stance and punch. Feet are going to come together. Knees should be slightly back as we do our rolling back knuckle. You're going to eye dart and knee as we drop down to our horse stance. Elbows out, hammer fist, grab, C-step, elbow up, and strike. Okay, we're gonna go back from the beginning here, so reset. From our bow in, so right foot forward, fist cover, left foot out, hands out, left foot steps back, roll your hands in as your feet come together, knees back, left foot out, make your hands nice and big, triangle, fist cover, meditative pray, and feet together. Right foot starts, step forward, U-punch, circle around into our ridge hand, grab, and horse stance as we do our punch. Feet together, back knuckle, knee and eye dart, drop, elbow, hammer fist, grab, C-step, elbow, hammer fist. From here, you're going to pull your right foot into a cat stance. Your cup and saucer is going to go on your left hip. Our body is facing the front. Our cat stance is on that 45-degree angle to our right. Okay, from here, you're going to step towards 3 o'clock. Okay, we're going into our front stance as we do our outward block reverse punch. Our feet, our left foot's gonna now step forward so it's on the same line as our right. Okay, we're still facing belly towards 3 o'clock, cup and saucer on our left hip. Our left hand is going to do a big elbow up. You're anchoring their arms. I want you to imagine somebody's grabbing you or choking you from the side. You're going to take that arm, lift up over their arms, and elbow it straight down. As you do that, your left hand is gonna come up and eye dart. Okay, if I'm facing towards you guys, just so you can see the motion, my elbow comes up and my eye dart comes up. Make sure your eye dart is head level, eye level, not down here. Okay, unless your attacker is like 4 feet tall, you're gonna need your hand to come up nice and high. Okay, so again, facing towards 3 o'clock, cup and saucer on our hip, elbow up, eye dart. We're gonna elbow up under the jaw, back knuckle to the nose. You're gonna turn into a lean away stance as you hammer fist. Now we're gonna go back into our horse stance, our right hand's up, getting ready for crossing the talon. We're gonna pin with our left hand, counter grab with your right. Now our left foot is gonna do a full 180 step. So I'm gonna step all the way around, and now my belly is facing the opposite way. From here, I'm gonna pull into my right hip as I elbow with the left. I'm gonna rake down the spine, stand up, and elbow straight down on the spine, okay? We're gonna reset from the beginning. I'm gonna skip the bow in for this. If you guys need some extra prep, again, we had our 6 o'clock class. Mr. Bittner recorded it. I'm sure it'll get posted so you guys can really see the kata broken down, even that beginning bow in. So going from our U-punch, right foot steps, 1, hopping the arms into our rich hand. We're gonna grab, punch, feet together, rolling back knuckle, knee and eye rake, down, elbow, hammer fist, grab. C-step as we elbow up, hammer fist. Pull into your cat stance. Step towards 3 o'clock. Outward block reverse punch. Our left foot comes forward on the same line as our right foot. Cup and saucer on our left hip. Our right hand is going to do a big elbow down. We're going to eye dart with our left. I'm going to move back so you can see me. We're going to elbow up, back knuckle, turn into a lean away as we hammer fist, turn back into your horse stance. Right arm out, left pin, right counter grab, big 180 step, pulling our hand into our hip, our right hip. Our left hand's gonna elbow, rake, and elbow to the spine. From here, middle knuckle, our attack is a bear hug from behind, arms free. Middle knuckles are gonna hit to the top of their hands. So we hit, and as we do that, scraping hoof, we're gonna do our 2 side kicks. So 1, 2, scrape down the shin like we practiced earlier. Okay, this is gonna be our new reset point. So we're just gonna go through that technique one more time. So we strike, kick, kick, scrape. Now our right foot is going to step forward. Okay, we're facing towards 9 o'clock right now. So our right foot's gonna step towards like 9:30, 10 o'clock. We're gonna take both hands. I want you to think almost like sweeping arm hooks, but instead of coming out, you guys are going to crane down. And as we do that, you're gonna cross your arms so your right hand is on top, closer to you. So right foot forward, our arms come up, we crane down. From here, it's going to be 3 strikes. I'm gonna come closer so you can see. The first strike is gonna be a middle knuckle strike, okay? Don't flip me off. You're gonna put your thumb right under your middle knuckle and just pop so your middle knuckle comes out. Our right hand's gonna be on top, so we're gonna do a middle knuckle strike first. You're gonna pull back in. Next is gonna be 2 back knuckle strikes. You're gonna pull them back in. And last is gonna be an eye dart. So with our eye darts, make sure your fingers are nice and tight. Okay, you don't wanna do this. This is how you break your finger. Okay, so nice and tight. So, going back from scraping hoof, we're gonna wrap it up here. So we strike, kick, kick. We scrape down. Our hands are gonna come up, crane down. Then we have middle knuckle strike, pull back in. Back knuckle strike, pull back in, eye dart. From here, just because I know we're running short on time, our left foot is going to step around, okay? We're stepping towards about 10, 11 o'clock, 10:30. We're going to do 2 hammer fist strikes. Your right hand's gonna grab, you're gonna pull as you hammer fist. We started in a horse stance. We're gonna turn into a front stance here. And I know it's hard for you guys to see my feet. One more time from scraping hoof. So strike, kick, kick, scrape. Right foot steps forward. Double crane down, right arm on top. Middle knuckle strike, pull in. Back knuckle strike, pull in. Eye dart. Left foot steps to 10:30. Drop in your horse stance, double hammer fist. Right hand grab, pull into your front stance as your left hand does a heel palm. Okay, again, if you guys need some extra prep, extra practice with that kata, make sure you look out for our video of us breaking down short 3. And that wraps us up for tonight. Mr. Bittner, anything before we bow out? You're muted.
Nope, we're all good to go.
All right, awesome. So everybody out, natural stance. Tension. Good, relaxed stance. Repeat after me. Say, we are a black belt school. We are dedicated. We are motivated. We're on a quest to be the best. Feet together. Bow. Baby. Great job, team.